Welcome to the World of Ability Podcast Network. My name is Emily Belmer, and we are podcast engineer here. We are excited to have another episode of the Blue Collar Crypto show with Tim Trojan, which is every Sunday at 4 and 6 o'clock p.m. Central. And the show is about business tips that's on to help the blue collar workers. So I hand it over to you, Tim. What do you got today?
Hi, this is me, and this is winter, like the season winter. So it's my cat. Okay, welcome to Blue Collar Crypto. Um, let me give you some numbers, okay, and not to give you too many, right? But what is the size of the economy? Economy. So you know what your economy is, right? You get a check, and you have heat and utilities and rent, and that's your economy, right? What is the economy of the place you work at? You know, how much money do they make? How much is the federal budget? Who cares, right? Okay, what's the size of the economy? How much what does the United States produce? What about China? What is the gross national product, right? Whatever they say today, I'm not sure. I didn't take econ for 20 years, but how big is how much money do we when you compare the United States to China? How many people are working? How much money do the people make? How much money do the companies inside that country, the corporations make? What is the product of Australia compared to Africa, South America? What the automobile makers, how much money do they make? How the economy is 1 quadrillion. What is a quadrillion? It's 1,000 trillion. Take trillion and times that by 1,000. That's a quadrillion. That's all the money in the world. All the money in the world. That's 1 trillion, 1 quadrillion. China, for example, makes 36, let's just say 40% of everything in the world that it gets made, produced. The value of goods and services. That was a way we used to say it back in the day, right? The value of goods and services. Goods would be anything that you can make, you can put your hand on and lift and touch and put your key into and start it, put your food into it and keep it cold. Those are goods. Services are um, telephone operator. Do we even have those anymore? Services might be the street plows. God, what is a service? Well, a service is something that doesn't involve a tangible item. What is tangible? We don't even know. What is an item? We don't know. Things change so fast in our economy. One day we're using dollars, the next day we're taking some of the Bitcoin and using those. Those are services. Those are currency. And we have a lot of those different kinds these days, right? So sometimes inside that quadrillion, we switch out different kinds of goods and services. Like we used to go to Sears, Walmart, Kmart, that's all, right? Now, Shopify, um, uh, uh, Amazon. We didn't always have Amazon. We used to have to go someplace, pay money, get back in our car and drive home, pick it up. Now we can just do it from our phone. There's trillions of dollars in that business, in that kind of business. But there's trillions of dollars in other businesses too, such as transportation. Now we have a company called Revo. It's going to revolutionize transportation. We used to drive our cars every place, get in our car and drive. I know people in Milwaukee that don't want to do that. They don't even want to get a license. They're like, oh no, I can't get a license. Oh, well, things change over time. There's a lot of people that they just want to ride. They go on Uber. They don't drive a car. They just get a ride from someplace to someplace. They don't need a car. They just need a cell phone so they can order a ride. What's good evidence? What's evidence that the economy, that one quadrillion doesn't look like the other quadrillion? Well, first of all, it always hasn't been one quadrillion. The economy grows. It used to be a trillion. Then it became 500 trillion. Then it became 1,000 trillion, which is also a quadrillion. It grows every day, the economy grows. My advice to you, get yours. Get what's coming to you. Get your little piece of the pie. It's out there for you. When I say there's no limits, that's not exactly true. You are limited. You're limited by the amount of work you do. Maybe you're limited by your intelligence. Maybe you're limited by where you grew up. You can always move to get a better job. You can always go to school to get that better job. You can always work with others so that they pay you for what you're doing. Marketing. Get your team together. But don't give up. This is Blue Collar Crypto. This is the show where we encourage you to do your best and change so that change what you're doing, but don't change who you are. You want your share of the quadrillion. My point is, there's a lot of money out there. Some of it's yours. Go and get it, right? Go get your money, right? Grow your economy. Grow your economy. Go get part of that. Grow your part of the pie. Grow the part of the quadrillion that's yours. Make your economy bigger. If the economy gets bigger, your economy should get bigger. Remember, 1,000 trillion is the same as 1 quadrillion. And that's the show. Until next week, thank you for the producers of this show.
Thank you, Tim, for that information. As a reminder, you're every Sunday at 4 and 6 o'clock p.m. Central. And please check out all of our social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, and so on. I also like to thank our partners, Marcus Hart of Transforming Media, Zach Clayton of the Pack Channel, Lawrence Wingate of Wingate Studios and Jay with the Disability Channel for their support of our shows and sharing of show on their platforms. Until